Okay, so welcome again for another fantastic topic. We have recently seen the Nobel Prizes are being in a while of a dispute where US president is demanding for a Nobel Prize. So let us see, many people have asked us to make a make a entire video on it about the Nobel Prize and entire thing. So my team and me have worked out and we have created this wonderful session. So I'm sure you will going to enjoy this. So let us start with the most important aspect of it. Nobel Prize, basically, whenever it comes to your mind, you always think on Einstein or Kailash Satyarthi, maybe in the moment that they give that person Nobel Prize as a joke. No, please try and understand, Nobel Prize is one of the most important prize that humanity can ever get. It is the most prestigious and the most important prize that a humanity can actually get. So let us know about the entire journey behind the Nobel Prize. It is right from dynamite to death to redemption. That is the brief sentence you can put forward on this. Travel back time to meet the man who invented, changed the world, whose guilt changed the humanity. So let us try and understand about Mr. Alfred Bennett Nobel. He born in 1833 and he born in 1833 in Stockholm, Sweden. His father is an Emmanuel Nobel, was an engineer and inventor. So science ran in the family. Because of the financial struggle, the family moved to Russia when Alfred was just 9 years old. Their young Alfred studied chemistry and engineering. He was obsessed with one question: how to control explosions safely. By 1859, he joined his father's company and later started his own. Despite failure and even bankruptcy, Nobel kept experimenting with nitroglycerin, a dangerously unstable explosive. Imagine your workplace exploding several times. That's how risky it was. But Nobel's persistence led to one of the history's biggest invention. That's how the entire story begins. Now let's move to the next part of it, the invention, where 1867 Alfred Nobel invented dynamite, a safer, more stable version of nitroglycerin. This invention made him extremely wealthy but also infamous. Why? Because dynamite originally meant for construction was also used in wars. He became known as the merchant of death. This is what the common proverb being made for him. Then came the twist of fate. In 1888, his brother Ludwig died, but a French newspaper mistakenly published Alfred's obituary. That headline read, "The Merchant of Death is dead." Can you imagine reading your own obituary calling you a villain? That's one article changed Nobel forever. He decided he didn't want to be remembered for destruction, but for contribution. And here the most important journey starts. The Nobel Prizes. The Nobel Prizes. Nobel will and vision, basically in 1895, a year before his death, Nobel wrote his will. And here the remarkable part of it, he left 94% of his entire fortune, around 31 million Swedish krona, to establish something new, the Nobel Prizes. His mission to reward those who conferred the greatest benefit to the humankind. He passed away in 1896 in Italy after legal disputes. The Nobel Foundation was officially formed in 1900. Just think about it, from creating a dynamite to creating the world's most peaceful legacy. That's true transformation. So let us deep dive into the Nobel Prizes now. Establishment of Nobel Foundation. First, let us begin with that. In 1900, with one purpose, to manage Nobel's fund and oversee the prize integrity. The fund were deposited in the Swedish bank, and first Nobel Prize were awarded in 1901 on December 10th, the day Nobel's death anniversary. That's why every year Nobel ceremony even today is held on December 10th. That's basically the entire starting point. Now let us move to the Nobel Prizes. Nobel Prize categories being decided. The first prize were awarded in 5 categories, most popularly physics, chemistry, medicine or physiology, literature, peace. Later in 1968, a 6th category, economic sciences, was added by the Swedish Central Bank on its 300th anniversary. So technically it is not an original Nobel Prize, but it is still awarded in his name. That's how the economic science has been added. After this, the prize, the committee and the location where we can simply see here. Here is the fascinating detail about it. The most Nobel Prize are awarded in Stockholm, Sweden, but the Peace Prize is awarded in Oslo, Norway. This is very interesting, right? Why? Because when Nobel wrote his will, Sweden and Norway were under a single monarch, those separate governments. So even after separation, Norway continued hosting the Peace Prize, a beautiful symbol of cooperation. That's how the entire story was continued. Prize details. Yes, each Nobel Prize comes with a gold medal, a diploma, and most importantly, a monetary reward in Swedish krona, which changes year to year based on the foundation income. And of course, it depends on the donation it receives. It can be shared by up to 3 individuals, and the Peace Prize can even given to an organization like Red Cross, very famous, which has bagged 3 times. Red Cross is the only organization bagged 3 times Nobel Prizes. Then Nobel Peace Prize specifications. The Peace Prize is awarded by a Norwegian Nobel Committee appointed by Norwegian Parliament. Fun fact is, self-nomination is not allowed. Yes, you can't nominate yourself for the Nobel Peace Prize. Even our US Donald Trump once joked that not getting a Peace Prize was an insult to US. That's how it could be. That's how prestigious and political it can be. It is a very, very important context. Nomination process. Yes, there is a complete nomination process. Is long, secretive and rigorous. September, invitation letters are sent to eligible nominators. January, February, nomination received. March, April, committee reviews the entire review and shortlist. September, the final decision comes, and on October, just like now, winners are announced. December 10, prize being awarded. Here is the trivia bomb. All nominee name remain secret for 50 years. 50 years. So if you are nominated today, the world won't know until 2075. Can you imagine this? Now let us talk about the Nobel laureates. The Nobel laureates come from the ancient Greeks. The word laureate here, winner were crowned with laurel wreath as a mark of honor. So a Nobel laureate isn't just a winner. They are someone crowned by humanity for excellence. Okay, so this is how this word laureate is very, very precious here. Then the most important thing is laureates and records. Let's meet the few legends who have left their mark undisputably. Marie Curie, the famous scientist who has worked on very different projects, the only person to win 2 medals in 2 different sciences. She won physics on physics she won 1903, on chemistry she won 1911. Linus Pauling, the only person to win 2 unshared Nobel Prizes, chemistry 54 and peace surprisingly on 62. Then yes, Malala Yousafzai, youngest Nobel laureate at 17 years old Peace Prize in 2014, you can see the picture of Mr. Kailash Satyarthi. This is the time Malala Yousafzai and Kailash Satyarthi were awarded Peace Prize. Both of them awarded the Peace Prize for that time. Kailash Satyarthi has done the remarkable job in its field, and similarly Malala Yousafzai. This is the first time we were sharing a prize with Pakistan. She was from Pakistan. Mr. Satyarthi is an Indian. Then John B. Goodenough, oldest laureate at 97 year, chemistry, that is in 2019. This is another remarkable thing. Red Cross Society, yes, only organization to win 3 peace prizes, 17, 44 and 63. The Red Cross has won 3 different Nobel Prizes. Apart from this, John Burden, Friedrich Sanger, Barry Sharpless, these 3 were awarded all multi-time winners in physics and chemistry. And here is the interesting rule on the Friedrich Sanger. I was talking about Friedrich Sanger, John Burden, only person to win physics Nobel twice. Then let us talk about Friedrich Sanger, won chemistry Nobel Prize in 58 and 80. And then Barry Sharpless won chemistry Nobel twice, 2001 and 2022. Then some important facts about the Nobel Prize. The Nobel Prize cannot be awarded posthumously, but if someone dies after being announced, they still received it. This is one of the things that they have changed from 1974. Since 1974, it cannot be allowed after the death. It cannot be announced after the death. After this Nobel Prize ceremony, let us focus on Nobel Prize panel ceremony. Laureates received their medal in Stockholm from the King of Sweden and in Oslo from the chairman of Norwegian committee. That's the way it can be produced. It is not just a ceremony, it's a celebration of how knowledge can be shaped humanities. Then the fun and the quick facts about it. In 1901, first Nobel Prize were awarded. This is just a quick recap. Then no Peace Prize were given during the World Wars. Economic science added in 1968. Nobel Foundation established in 1900. And every winner from Einstein to Malala carries forward Nobel message. Reward those who confer greatest benefit to humankind. Now, let us just go through this year's Nobel Prizes, because as I mentioned, it is in somehow been in some sort of a dispute where we were aware about that US president been nominated by many countries for stopping war, but surprisingly, as US has said that he hasn't got Nobel Prize this time. So this time Peace Prize been awarded to a lady from Venezuela, Maria Corina Machado. She has done remarkable job for democratic process. In Venezuela, you can see this. Okay, and for literature, it has been awarded to Hungary's Mr. Lazlo for compelling visionary and that reaffirmed the power of amid apocalyptic terror. Chemistry, it has been awarded to Sushmu Kitagwa, Richard Robson and Omar Yagi for development of organic framework, important material with many applicants. And economics, Joel Mokel, Philip Agian and Peter Howitt for their work, how innovation and the force of creative destruction can drive growth and lift living standard across the globe. Still, one Nobel Prize is remaining for this year. Till the time I'm making this video, it is not available. Physiology and medicine. There are the list for last year also. For your reference, I have mentioned. Now, finally, the concluding remark from this. So here is the lesson that we all need to remember. Alfred Nobel didn't just change science. He changed what it means to be remembered. He turned guilt into generosity and he transformed dynamite into destiny. And that's what the Nobel Prize reminds us. That no matter where we start, our legacy is defined not by what we build, but what we leave behind for others. From this, I complete my session, I complete my discussion. I hope you got the information from this. Those who are preparing for different types of exams, these facts will be very, very useful for you. So please do watch. If you like the entire content, my team, my colleague Vinay has supported me in this entire discussion. So I would definitely want you to put your comments on this and say whatever you wanted to update on future aspects. We would love to come with this. Thank you so much.